I'm doing everything I possibly can to put off making this video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is CycloneLibby, and today, I think I should warn you, today is gonna get a bit... it's probably gonna get a bit big and deep, and I really don't know how to warn you, but I just thought you should know before we started getting going. It's been hard for me currently to verbally express what I've been thinking, so I decided I was going to write it down, and in doing that I kind of realised that nobody's going to hear it, nobody's going to get it if it's stuck in a notebook somewhere in one of my bookshelves. It's never going to be heard. So here I am, telling you something I wrote down because I couldn't tell you, which is so stupid. I knew this was coming. It's been months in the making, years, if I'm honest with myself. It's like my heart's finally caught up with my brain and it doesn't like what it's seeing. I uploaded a video yesterday. God, I hope I upload this on the right day. And in that video, I'm happy. And that's the reason why I uploaded it yesterday, because yesterday I was anything but happy. And editing that video and uploading it, it made me feel better, if that makes any sense. And it also made me realise, on a not feeling better note, it also made me realise I'm not happy. That came as a shock to me, because now I knew I was sad, but I never thought I wasn't happy, and I know that kind of makes a sense that's like none, but hear me out. Sad and happy, they don't have to be opposites. That's not how I view them. Like, you can be sad and happy at the same time. That's just a thing, or at least that's how I see it. And believe me, I will explain what I'm rambling on about. Just give me time, because this is a hard subject to just bring up. I realised a long time ago that it was going to be hard for me to find someone that thought the same way I did, and I figured I'd be okay with that. I wouldn't mind having that part of me that always felt alone, so long as the rest of me got along with everyone. And so I did. I guess partly because I didn't fit, I tried to get on with everyone, and somehow, whilst trying to be everybody's friend and be nice to everyone, I inadvertently somehow ended up making a few enemies. And that confused me. It still confuses me, because I don't know how being nice to everyone gets you hated. But fine, sure, that's how it went. That's how life goes, I suppose. Just a thing. Even though being everyone's friend didn't always work, I tried, and there's a problem with that. The problem is that in trying to be everybody else's friend, I kind of put it into my own head and everybody else's head that they come first and I come second. And I know that's not right, and I know that's not the way, and believe me, when I realised, I got myself out of that mindset as soon as I could, but that's just what I did. Still do, kind of. I know, bad habits die hard. So I did my best to change this bad habit, this terrible mindset, and it didn't really work, because I was still trying to be nice to as many people as I possibly could, and that's just really stupid, because why being nice to people gets you in such a mess? I don't know what is wrong with being nice to people. I realised I was changing me to be other people's friends, and I didn't know I was doing it until I realised, like, after doing it. I realised I was changing me to be other people's friends, and I didn't realise I was doing it until I realised, and I didn't want to be some mushy, messed up version of Libby. I wanted to be the actual me, and so I tried to get out of that as best I could. I tried to get out of that mindset, but I ended up getting myself into a pretty big mess, which is basically the story of my life. When I was in primary school, they told me I'd find what I was looking for in high school. I didn't. When I was in high school, they told me I'd find it in college because that would be the place. That would definitely be the place where I found it. I haven't. And now, people are telling me, oh yeah, go to university. You'll find what you're looking for in university. You'll find it. I don't believe you. And all that time, I wasn't quite sure what it was that I was looking for, that everybody told me I'd find in the next stage. And I'm still trying to think now what it could be. A group of people that share the same interests as me, a sense of belonging, or maybe it's just one person who thinks the same way I do. So I know I'm not alone in this place where people just wake up, they go to school, college, work, whatever, come home, go to sleep, repeat, and that's what they do every day of their lives, and they are okay with that. And I have absolutely nothing against anybody who is happy doing that. Go, be happy, do your thing, your routine, go for it, stay there, but that's not me. And I can't. It's hard. Even though I know I'm not alone, it's hard not to feel it. I know, there's no chance that in this world I am the only person thinking this way. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. I can't be the only person on the planet that thinks this way. And I know I'm not. But it's so hard not to feel alone. And that's stupid. But I'm surrounded by people who think so similarly to each other and so differently to me. Don't misunderstand me. I do have friends and family that I love to pieces, and I love them, I really do, but just for once it'd be nice to talk to someone, like truly talk to someone, not holding any of me back, not being worried that I'm saying too much, being too loud, moving too much without being told to calm down, slow down, be quieter, or without getting that look. Without getting that look where they are just so confused or scared because they don't know how my mind is working right now, and they're freaked out by it, and that's fair enough. I get freaked out by it, but it would just be nice to talk to someone without feeling wrong. Like I said, I knew we were going to hit this point eventually. So there's another part of my brain, another jolly fun part of my brain that it's been turning for as long as I can remember. I can't remember a time when I've not thought about these things, and I don't know if that makes me weird. Probably does. It's fine, I'm used to it. But this part of my brain, it usually comes every now and then, spews out some ideas, goes away after a couple of hours, or at its worst, a couple of days. But the other week, it reared its ugly head, and it hasn't gone away. Now, there's nothing I can call this part of my brain particularly, but it has to do with my existence, and every now and then, it will just bam, hit me, and it'll be like, why do you exist? And I'll be like, no, I don't know. Why do I exist? And I'll be like, I don't know. Why don't you find out? Well, I'm not a genius. I can't find the meaning of life, but sometimes this part of my brain hits me like a train and that's it. It's debilitating. You can't... What's the point in doing anything when you're questioning the fabric of the universe? Oh... And it's so hard to explain to people who are so blissfully ignorant of it. They're like, oh, well, why don't you just not think about those things? Well, I don't know if it was that easy. Just flick a switch, boom, not think about it. I don't even know if I would flick that switch. Would my life be easier? Not thinking about these things? No, that's a scary thought. I've always thought about these things. What would my life be without these thoughts? Ah, we're doing it again. For the longest of times, I have known we only have one very short, very fragile human life on this teeny tiny planet, and I've known that, and I've just got on with my life knowing that, and I know that other people have this sudden realization where it hits them, but no, it has always been a part of my life. The only reason it's freaking me out now is that I have control. I have control over my one very short, very fragile, human, teeny tiny life on this teeny tiny planet, and that is such a big thing. I don't know whether it's the fact that I'm going to be 18 in a week and a bit. I don't know if it's that that's like slammed this into my thoughts, but if it has, I don't know. But in the past, I've just got on with it, and now I can't just get on with it. I have complete control over my one human life. One. That's two. One. What am I supposed to do? It is hard enough trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. I am not smart enough to figure out what the rest of the world is doing with its life. That's such a hard thing. All I know is that I don't want my great-grandkids to look back on their family tree and say, oh yeah, Big Nana Libby, she went to university and she got a job. No, that cannot be what they remember me for. No, 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 no. That can't be it. No. Breathe. There is so much more that I could be, that I can do with my life, with my one existence on this planet. And I only have one shot at getting that right, and that fear of not getting it right is crippling. But how do you explain that? How do you explain that to people who just don't get it? They don't think about those things. They think, well, that's just life. You just get on with it. Just get on with something. Like, I feel like I've been hit by a train. If I've been in a train accident, you don't just get on with it. I feel like somebody's messing with me. Whoever you are, perhaps this is just the universe's way of having fun. Maybe it just so happens that it likes to mess with people, and the universe feels like every now and then it should just make one person aware of its entire existence and nobody else. And that's how the universe gets its laugh, because that's how it's feeling right now. I feel like the universe is playing some kind of prank on me, and I want to... Thanks, universe. Thank you. The point of this video, I'm actually really proud of myself that I haven't shed a tear. Pat myself on the back there. Kind of proud. Do that little proud wiggle. Am I the only person that does the proud wiggle? Point of this video. I know I'm not alone, but the fact of the matter is I know of only one other human being on this planet of 7 billion. I know of one. That's two. One human being on this planet that thinks even vaguely similar to the way I think. And they are far too big and scary famous to even consider saying hello to. And I don't mean to be rude by that, Daniel, but you've got to admit it's terrifying. I find that both comforting and utterly terrifying. There is at least one person in this world that gets it, that could help, possibly. But at the same time, that one person is so unreachable. But here we are. It does help. Getting it out, writing it down, saying it, whatever, it helps. But this isn't just for me. This isn't just to help me. And that's nice and all. It's great that I'm helping myself. But if all I wanted to do was help myself, then I would have left this on paper in some notebook somewhere. This isn't just about helping me, this is about helping you, if by chance there is anyone out there that thinks the same way I do. I'm here, and I'm scared, and I just want you to know that you're not the only person on the planet, and if you want to say hello, I don't mind. I'm here. If you need to know that you're not alone, I am here. I might not be the best help, but at least I'm here. And I could have really done with somebody being there a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, so I warned you I warned you that this was gonna be deep. I warned you. That was that. Yeah. I could still use some help. This is gonna be so hard to edit. I'm sorry for whatever that was. I did warn you at the beginning that it's your fault you kept watching. I warned you. And, well, that's all I've got for now. I'm really fidgety now because I've just brought all my thoughts back. But yes, no, that's all we've got for now. Until the next time, Libby out. Can't believe I just asked myself where the phone was. It's in front of you. You are filming on it, you idiot. I'm gonna have to stop saying the word nice because I know when I'm editing this I'm gonna want to slap myself across the face because I've said nice so many times. Nice. Stop saying it.